There are an estimated 1.4 billion cars on the road globally, and about 5.1 million of them are electric cars, electric vehicles, EV. Yet faster growth is needed for EVs to fulfill their role in the global energy transition, both through lowering vehicle emissions and boosting renewable energy use. All over the world, people are converting to electric vehicles to preserve the environment, in addition to the long-term hope of saving money on fuel. So in this video, we're going to tell you about how EV technology can improve the world. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. There are currently more than 40 different electric car models for sale in the United States, with 10 more models due to the surface by the end of the year. The growth of electric vehicles and hybrid electric vehicles is increasing at a startling rate. There are various types of electric vehicles that are available in the market. Some vehicles run only electricity, others can also run petrol or diesel, are called hybrid vehicles. First is the plug-in electricity, which of course works only on electricity, and it'll gain its power when it's plugged into charging. It doesn't need petrol or diesel to run like traditional vehicles, and hence it doesn't exhaust any emissions. Next up, we have the plug-in hybrid, which mainly runs on electricity. But they also have a traditional engine that stores petrol or diesel. In case your car loses a charge, you can switch the engine and use petrol or diesel for your car to function. When they run on fuel, they'll emit gases, but not when they're running on electricity. These hybrids can be plugged into any charging port to recharge the battery. The last one is the hybrid electric, which runs mainly on petrol or diesel, but also has an electric engine. The vehicle lets you switch to the engine using the EV mode at the touch of a button. You cannot plug these cars into any source of electricity, as they usually rely on petrol or diesel for energy. According to JP Morgan, by the year 2025, most electric vehicles and hybrid electric vehicles will account for almost 30% of cars on sale. Increasing reliance on EV batteries and charging stations would support higher shares of solar and wind power, the key variable renewable energy (VRE) sources expected to be prominent in future power grids. The next generation of EVs may revolutionize the world of transportation. It seems that Lucid has taken the right direction and is succeeding in doing what it planned to do, as there have been over 9,000 bookings of the Lucid Air. This is an astonishing number for a car that has not been seen yet on the road. Over 800 of these cars are Lucid Air Dream variants that cost over $170,000. This is equivalent to the price of a Mercedes-Benz EQS, according to Peter Rawlinson, the CEO of Lucid. When he was approached to be the CEO, one of his conditions was that the company would make the best electric vehicle rather than any vehicle. This seems to be true for the Lucid Air, as it has the longest range of any EV ever, with futuristic tech and unrivaled luxury. The EV market is growing at a never-before-seen due to the acceptance of electric vehicles and the supporting government policies. Prices of electric vehicles are above the competitors' internal combustion engine vehicles. There are EV makers that have tried to do this and have succeeded. General Motors is making a small electric vehicle and selling it in China that does not have the bells and whistles other EVs has to offer, but it's in the reach of common buyers very easily. Sales figures have shown its success, as it is currently the largest selling electric vehicle in China. Tesla established itself as the poster child for high-end electric vehicle technology, making EV technology popular among luxury vehicle and performance vehicle enthusiasts. Other top luxury automotive manufacturers like BMW and Porsche developed their own fully electric vehicles to compete as quickly as possible. As of 2019, Tesla's estimated market share across all automotive sales in the US was merely 1.5%. There's still plenty of EV growth ahead of us, so the question is how EV technology works. The electric motor gains an energy from a controller and it regulates. It controls the amount of power based on how the driver makes use of the acceleration pedal. The car uses energy stored in its rechargeable batteries, and it can charge these batteries using household electricity. It moves on the roads without burning up any fuel. The advantage is that it does not exhaust any harmful emissions. The electric car has three basic components: energy storage unit, controller, and propulsion system. A chemical battery, the most common way to store energy. The controller acts as a pipeline or getaway to the electric motor. Other things that a controller can do or act as a converter, and it converts the power from DC to AC. The propulsion system converts the electric power to physical energy for the movement of the electric vehicle. The whole system is simpler and more efficient than the combustion engines found in cars. It'll enable you to get the highest mileage for your charge. Now let's take a look at electric vehicles, parts, and how it functions. The electric car has batteries instead of a gas tank. The car has an electric motor instead of an engine. The function of the traction battery pack is like an electric energy storage system in the form of direct current electricity. During that time, the battery pack gets a signal from the controller. Once the signal is received, it'll transmit DC electric energy into the inverter, and after that, it's used to drive the motor. Talking about the electric traction motor, it uses power from the traction battery pack. The motor drives the wheel of the electric vehicle. Some electric vehicles also use motor generators that are known to perform both drive and regeneration functions. And then the power electronic controller is an inverter and a converter combination. It recharges the battery pack of the electric vehicle. When the car comes to a stop due to the regenerative braking, it develops kinetic energy that sustains the flow of energy from the battery, which is controlled. The controller unit uses a tandem, which is said to be a combination of converter and inverter. The motor is switched to keep the costs under control. Nowadays, most electric vehicles are used as an AC controller motor system, and it's known to improve the efficiency of the motor. The motor system is also lightweight. The most important feature of the electric vehicle is the charging port, as it acts as the fuel to the car. The charge port allows the vehicle to connect itself to external power to gain power. It will allow the traction battery pack to charge. The car also has a DC converter, which converts the high voltage power and DC generates from the traction battery pack. It lowers the voltage that the level DC power is required to run the vehicle's accessories. It also recharges auxiliary battery power. The electric vehicle also contains a thermal system that maintains a proper operating temperature. It knows the temperature engine requires and the range is set according to it. The thermal system also maintains the temperature of the electric motor, power electronics, and many other components. There's also a power electronics controller unit that can manage the flow of electrical energy. The traction battery delivers a controlled speed of the electric traction motor. It also produces torque. Another component of the electric vehicle is the onboard charger. It takes the incoming AC electricity supplied, which it'll get through the charge port. It converts the DC power for charging the traction battery. The onboard charger communicates with the charging equipment. It also monitors battery characteristics like the voltage, varying temperature, and the state of charge when it gets a charge. Electric vehicles are like automatic ones, and they have forward and reverse mode. You place the vehicle in gear and then press forward to the accelerator pedal. The power then will get converted from the DC to the AC for the electric motor. The accelerator sends signals to the controller and adjusts the speed of the vehicle. It changes the frequency of AC power. The inverter connects with the motor, which connects and turns the wheels. We all know electric vehicles are environmentally friendly, so a switch to these vehicles will help to contribute to our cleaner air and reduce harmful pollution. You save so much money on gas and fuel, and if you install solar panels at your home, it'll drastically reduce the cost. These low maintenances don't have many components, they'll have to be replaced regularly. The electric vehicle operates without sound pollution, giving you a classic look and high performance. We can expect new electric vehicles to enter the market, building on the innovations made by Tesla and other well-known EV manufacturers like BYD, BAIC, Nissan, BMW, and Volkswagen. Legislative advancements in Europe, ever-increasing demand in Asia, and increased awareness of fossil fuels' environmental impacts will ensure that EV technology continues to grow. Overall, the development of electric cars will continue to expand and evolve within the upcoming years. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell icon for more updates and notifications.